Guys, today we've got 5 Nike and Supreme sneakers coming, new Travis Scott's coming soon, and do not wear your sneakers. Welcome to the sneakiest of all Sundays. Alright, let's do this. What happened over the weekend? Let's get into a release recap. I don't know, let me know if you picked up anything, but I kind of guess the big releases was, first of all, the Jordan 4 Orchid colorway that actually completely sold out. Now, this was a woman's exclusive. I decided to pass, but let me know if you went for these. Your Mom and your Air Max 95s also dropped. There's a few sizes, actually a decent amount of sizes still available on their website. Now, if you missed out on this, maybe your size is sold out, there is going to be another release, and that should be taking place, I don't know if it's actually happening on Nike sneakers, but it should be taking place at global retailers on October the 31st. The reason I know this is because a couple different EU retailers have loaded up raffles for this pair of sneakers. You can see this one over on End Clothing ends in 3 days and 13 hours. That is October the 31st. So just have a little look around if you are after this pair of shoes. Honestly, to me, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. Right, let's get into this upcoming stuff. We got some releases that are right around the corner that I first of all want to give you guys a heads up on. The first one is going to be the Soleil Bembury New Balance 530 that just got teased through Soleil Bembury himself. So we got a release date over here, October the 29th, 9 a.m. PST on beasponge.com. Now, it's kind of hard to tell from this video of what they look like. You can kind of see them over here when they pop out. It's basically just all over kind of greenish yellow and then a brown midsole. I mean, the 530 is a solid model, but it's certainly not my favorite colorway. Now, as far as a wider release that's, you know, like through New Balance and other retailers, nothing's been confirmed just yet. Normally the way it goes is it first drops through Soleil Bembury's website, which is beasponge.com, and then it happens to, you know, come up a couple weeks later or a couple days later. So just keep your eyes open if you are after this sneaker, but as of right now, beasponge.com is going to be your best option. For anybody waiting on that Crocs Fortnite collab, there's 2 different colorways dropping. Just wanted to give you an update. They are now loaded up to the Crocs website. If you're after these things, I don't know how many people are actually interested, but of course, you got the Battle Bus version over here with all of the different Jibbit attachments, which actually look pretty cool. And then of course, you've got the Peely version, which peels open to reveal, whoa, his actual ribcage. That's actually pretty funny. So these are both going to be dropping very, very soon. The 29th of October, again, through crocs.com. I don't know if they're going to hit retailers or not, but just wanted to give you an update on this. Asics and Concept teamed up, and they're going to be dropping a Gel Kayano 14, one of my favorite models. This is called the Out of Office colorway, and this draws inspiration from the Miami Tiger Beetle. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I imagine that's where they're getting all of these crazy colors from. So here's the shots. These are going to be dropping at some point in November. No specific release date, but you can at least get a good look of what they're kind of like. There's a ton of different colors, from like this ombre effect of green to orange to red, green sock liner, a bunch of different, you know, very vibrant colors. I mean, this is a solid sneaker. I don't know about this colorway. I think there's just too many good options on this pair for me to at least be like super head over heels about this sneaker. Either way, as soon as we get an update on an actual release, I'll let you guys know, but just keep an eye out for these things very, very soon. Now, the big one for next month is going to be the Wu-Tang Nike Dunk High collab, and we've actually got a release date now. This is for the global drop, not just the sneakers app exclusive one. So we've got it loaded up to the Nike sneakers app over here for a release happening on November the 9th. They retail for $150, and you've got like a nice little description over here. Just a little heads up, these have not been loaded up everywhere. This is the US Nike sneakers app, so they're going to take a while to upload to the EU, the UK one. Normally that's the case. The US always loads things up first. You can see all of the little shots that they've got. Very, very nice. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be after these things. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Just wanted to give you an update on this. November the 9th. Don't miss it. Also, we've got Amine's brand new collaboration with New Balance on the 740 V2. This is the Benson Tech colorway. We've now got official images and an official launch date of November the 1st. So right around the corner. I actually really like this colorway. I know it's pretty out there. There's like a lot of shiny blue on it, but I think the colors go together pretty nicely. Like the orangey brown mixed with that very nice vibrant blue, I think works very well. Overall, I think it's a solid collaboration. If you guys don't know how I feel about the 740 model, I've tried it out. It is solid. In fact, it's probably my favorite affordable sneaker right now. Not entirely sure what the retail price on these is. I assume it's going to be the same, around $100, probably a little bit more because it is a collaboration, but nevertheless, a solid model, super comfortable, and I think this is a really cool one to bring to the table. Speaking of New Balance, this is just a really, really cool colorway on, I think, my favorite model on the New Balance that I just wanted to show you guys. We've got an emerging pack, so 2 different colorways on 2 different models, the 2002R, and then my personal favorite, the 9060. I just thought this colorway looked so freaking clean. design that I wanted to show you guys. It's a nice little mix of like a dark brown with some of this sail that's on the suede and the midsole. Really, really well done. This is a November the 1st release alongside the 2002R, which is also a very, very nice colorway. Both of these things, if you're after full tones, I think these are probably some of the best options out there right now. Right, I've got a couple 2025 updates for you guys. As you guys know, you're fully aware, I'm sure by now, 2025 is just going to be absolutely insane in terms of releases, and it seems like every single week it's getting more and more insane. Well, guess what? We've got another pair of Supreme Nike SB Dunk lows on the way. So I think the last time we spoke about this, we thought there was going to be 4 different colorways. Well, now we know there is 5 different colorways. I feel like this might be a little bit much, but hey, I mean, I know that the last Supreme Nike Dunk lows did very well. These seem a little bit more clear-cut, straight to the point, nothing too crazy going on with the designs like the last ones, which, you know, some people will like, some people will dislike, but either way, these are what we have as of right now. We've got the blue and sail pair. This mock-up is fairly accurate because it's based off of like an early image of a very like up-close shot, which I'm sure we'll see over here in a second. You got the 94 on the back. Yeah, this is the shot that I was talking about, this one over here. Then we've got this all-over kind of anthracite or grayish, blackish colorway, which is my personal favorite so far. Or actually, the blue one might be my favorite. I don't know. This one's a little bit plain, but certainly the most wearable. That's based off of this shot over here. And then we've got a white one with a gray Nike swoosh. Same thing, 94 on the back. And then the only other image that we have is this one over here called, I don't know, fog green or something like that. But basically, it's like a black and a green colorway. Still very, very nice. They all seem to have a very similar suede or velour type material on them. So we're expected to get 5 different colorways: white, black, ocean fog, Kemper green, and then an ink colorway. And the speculated release for all of these is just at some point in 2025, but given we have the leaks now, they're saying that it's probably going to happen in the first half of 2025. I think it's pretty interesting that Supreme is doing another dunk collaboration. I just would have assumed that they would have moved on to some other silhouette. Like, they've done quite a few different dunk collaborations recently. So yeah, a lot of freaking dunks from Supreme and Nike, but I'm sure we'll see some other silhouettes next year as well. Either way, let me know what you think about these upcoming colorways, which one's your favorite. But let's keep it moving. We just got some brand new detailed looks at the upcoming Nike Kobe 5 Year of the Mamba. So we spoke about this last week or last Sunday, I can't remember. We've got some better like outside shots of what it's going to look like. But here you can see really well that this golden snake on the side is kind of like some extra material placed on top. It's not just a print onto this plastic material, which I think is a nice touch, makes them seem a little bit more premium, a little bit more, you know, some added extras to this. The Nike swoosh is also with that same material. It kind of looks a little bit glittery, or whether it's just going to have that metallic effect. Maybe it's hard to see from these images. You got a golden little, I guess, additional piece around the toe box. I believe this was the last shot that we were working with, so very hard to tell what these things actually look like, but these images make them look pretty clean in my opinion. I mean, it's a pretty loud colorway, like definitely something I think is for the court, but if you wanted to wear them casually, it might be a little bit of a tougher task to, you know, put an outfit together. Either way, these are lined up for spring 2025. Let me know what you think of these. Holding my neck because I freaking cricked it. We also just got a brand new leak that the Bugs Bunny Jordan 8 OG is expected to drop late 2025. So I believe these are some shots of the OGs. I mean, this is, at this point, I don't even know if it necessarily surprised me. Like, it's just every single freaking Jordan is coming back next year. Conceited put it very well. I may not ever need to buy another sneaker again after 2025. As of right now, no idea like any of the details on this, just like, you know, if it's going to be a little bit of a changed version, some kind of update to it, or if it's just going to come back as the original. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get plenty more leaks before the actual release date. Right, we already have some way better on-foot shots of the upcoming Union Air Jordan 1 High Chicago. I believe these are called like the Chicago Shadows. I don't know if they're going to give it some better like name that's just not so on the nose, or if they'll create some storyline behind it. These leaked only recently, I believe like what, on Wednesday, and we already have some on-foot shots of these things looking very, very nice in my opinion. This is definitely going to be one that I'm after. I do think that the stitching is a little bit annoying. This blue stitch around here, I wish it was the yellow ones that a lot of the leaks were showcasing, which I believe is this, yeah, this leak over here shows like the yellow stitching, which I think just goes with the yellow tag, goes with the aging around all of the leather cuts. This blue one is just really random. It just kind of looks like, I don't know, freaking dental floss or something that they just added to this after the fact. Like, there's no other blue on this pair of shoes except for that. But yeah, here you go, all of the on-foot shots. Let me know what you think about this. I'm like, I don't know how the release is going to go. I'm so freaking interested to see how 2025 is going to go in general. Is it going to bring back the hype of a lot of these shoes, specifically the Jordan 1 that has been on the down low this entire 2024 year? I don't think people are going to be as excited about these as, you know, the originals, but I do think a lot of people are going to be after these. Either way, let me know what you think. I think these shots look great. I think these shoes look great. I'm definitely after them. Are you going to be after them as well? As of right now, the release date is February 2025 for $200. Now, also a little reminder that we're also going to be getting a Fragment collaboration with Union on the Jordan 1, and it's expected to look like this, which would make a lot of sense if they're dropping those ones and it's a Fragment collab. They're not going to be veering too far away from this design. So I think it's pretty safe to say, even though as of right now we don't have any actual images of these things, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's going to look something like this. And I think the color code that we have over here, black, cream, black, multicolor, I think that also implies that it's going to look something like this as well. I mean, Fragment usually, especially on a pair of Jordan 1s, they use this color, so it would make a lot of sense. And in that case, if it looks exactly like this, oh my lord, these are a must cop. Either way, let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. Another 2025 leak, we actually just got official images of the second colorway from Yuto Horigome and Nike SB. This is the asparagus pair. It's one that's been leaked and rumored for a long time now, but we now have official images. So these should be dropping very, very soon, probably in the first couple months of 2025. So this is a shot of them here. I imagine they're very similar to like the originals, except now they're in line with an asparagus, so they're green. They've also got like all of these dots all over them. They've still got the Yuto Horigome logo. It looks like a little mixture of a nubuck and then a somewhat nappy suede for all of the mid panels. The sock liner also looks like it's going to be pretty premium. Like, look at this. That looks like it's all suede or something really soft. I don't think these come close to the originals. I do think they're nice, but I mean, like a green asparagus colored pair of shoes versus the really nice combination of grays that was on the first one. Yeah, I think most people are going to prefer the first one, but let me know what you think about these. Is this like a good other option? Is this a good secondary color? Maybe do you prefer these? Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. As far as the release date, spring 2025, very quick leak. It's something that we do not have pretty much any details on, but we know that Awake New York is going to be doing 2 Jordan 5 collaborations for 2025. It's getting freaking ridiculous. What is going on next year? I don't know if we've ever had this much information on upcoming sneakers the year before it actually comes out. Pretty much all we know is that they're doing 2 different Jordan 5s. We also have some of the color codes that they're going to be, so you can kind of imagine black, racer blue, metallic silver, and clear. Now, I will say that the Jordan 5 model has pretty much been on ice in 2024. Like, there's really not been that many colorways that have dropped. And I think we've started seeing a lot more leaks of upcoming Jordan 5s next year. Like, we know that there's going to be a DJ Khaled collaboration. We've got this one upcoming. There's some OG ones that they're restocking as well. So I think Jordan 5s next year, we could see them, you know, come back. They start to build up some more hype for that silhouette, and I think we're going to see a lot more collaborations. Now, something that's actually returning this year, not next year, the Olive 9s. We got the Jordan 9 Olive, which is returning next month. So this is right around the corner. I know there's a decent amount of people who need a new pair of these things. They're going to be dropping November the 16th. Let me know what you think about the return of these. Personally, nah, you know, not really my thing. Since 2012 was the last retro, I believe. So it's a long time coming. I know a lot of people are excited about this pair of shoes. This one's pretty interesting. So this right here is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Self-Expression, I think. But I think the interesting thing about this is it's going to be basically a black and white or black and sail pair of Jordan 1 Highs, but it's going to have 3 layers of paint that you can kind of wear away. So similar to the Lant Mountain AJ1 SB, no pair will be the same as the last, as once you wear away the top layer of black paint, a multicolor finish in a unique pattern will be revealed. Below this vibrant layer, there will be a solid layer of white paint. So you've got the black, you've got some kind of unique vibrant color that's different to every single pair. Like, surely there's a few that are the same, but I imagine like there's a few different variations that they have. And then once you wear away that vibrant color, it then becomes what, triple white? Now, this was first speculated to drop, I believe, the summer of 2025, and now it's going to be pushed pushed back to fall 2025. It seems interesting. I mean, it could be something that looks cool, but it depends what that secondary layer is like, and it also depends how easy it is to wear away the material. Like, are they going to be cracking and stuff? Adidas has been making so many different spin-offs of their Infinity lineup, and now they're dropping probably one of their weirdest ones yet. This is the Infinity Mule, which is going to be debuting in spring of 2025. So basically, they took the DNA of the Infinity model, which is like crazy, super futuristic, and then they freaking slapped grandpa's slippers on the top. This is such a weird combination. Like, if you wanted to make a pair of mules, nobody's stopping you, make a pair of mules, but does the Infinity model need to be included in this? Like, it just seems so random. I don't understand it. Maybe there's some kind of story behind it, but like the Infinity model, I don't know if you've seen some of the variations of that model that they've done. It's wild. It's like crazy futuristic, super out there design, and then this kind of slender literal grandpa slipper over here, it just doesn't make sense. Either way, they do look cozy. I will definitely give them that. Hidden NY and ASICS saw the success of their first collaboration. We're like, hey, let's run it back. The people want it, and we don't have too much information on this, but they did tease another collaboration, so I'm assuming secondary colorway or potentially a new model. I think they did the ASICS Gel NYC, but we have no idea exactly what they're going to be dropping, but it is going to be around or exclusively through ComplexCon, which is taking place on November the 16th and 17th. So I'm sure they'll do a lot more of a rollout in the next coming weeks to hype this collaboration up, but that is pretty much all the information we have as of right now. We just got first looks at the next Travis Scott drop. I believe this is going to be a 2025 release, or it could be this year. I'm not entirely sure, but they are leaking it now, so maybe it is this year. Either way, this is the Travis Scott Nike Zoom Field Jacks in the, I don't know, blue and sail brown colorway. I forget what these things are called or what they were nicknamed, but this does have to be probably one of the nicest colorways I've seen on this specific model. I think the Jumpman Jack sneaker is going to be dropping next month in November, and that is the mocha colorway. This one could fall in at some point. It's just a really weird way that they're dropping all of these shoes, these new Travis Scott sneakers. So yeah, we'll have to see how limited they are. Either way, this is going to have a TravisScott.com release, a Nike Sneakers app release for $170, and this is the first time that we've seen them in hand. I mean, Travis Scott did tease them. He was wearing them over here. You know, if you're going to try this silhouette out, maybe you want to try this one. I tried the first colorway, the all over sale one. Didn't really impress me that much, but hey, I mean, it's a Travis Scott sneaker. It's probably going to sell out. I just don't know how excited people are for this pair of shoes. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comment section. What do you think about these? Would you go for them? And would you like to try this silhouette out in general? Kanye West just dropped a new album and new merch for it. Now, it is all for pre-order. This is for his upcoming solo album titled Bully. So you can pre-order the digital album over here along with some vinyls and then some merch. So he's got a few different designs. He's got the face printed on the t-shirt, long sleeve. Then he's got a Bully text short sleeve t-shirt. He's got a white one, white version of that, and then a short sleeve version of this one. From what I can tell, like, he teased an image on Instagram of somebody wearing this shirt. I think it's going to be like skin tight, like a second skin t-shirt, but I'm not entirely sure. Again, this is on his Yeezy website, so it's got the weird sizing of 1, 2, and 3. I think we're gonna see a lot more. We did see tease, like there was a bunch of other stuff like jackets and stuff like that, but as of right now, I mean, this is only $20. You can pre-order it. I decided not to because I was like, pre-order? If we're working off of Kanye's albums, then we may never get this, or it might be next year at some point. So I don't know if I would pre-order this stuff, because who knows when you're gonna actually get it. Final story for today: do not wear your sneakers, and this is your final warning. DC police warn against wearing sneakers. This one was pretty interesting and pretty funny because people have been getting their sneakers stolen right off of their feet. So apparently this has been happening so much that the DC police literally put out a statement saying, with a bunch of different like points of like how to avoid this. And point over here, number 3, avoid displaying high value items. If possible, avoid wearing high-end designer sneakers or other valuable items. Be cautious on social media. Discourage young people from posting about expensive items such as designer sneakers on social media, especially in real time. Thieves may use social media to identify potential targets. I mean, what the hell is the point in having the sneakers if you can't wear them? Like, they say, like, carry your expensive Jordans in a bag while you're walking around in Crocs. This is crazy crazy. And it's also crazy how, like, I don't know how long it's been, but over the past few years, it just seems like crime and specifically sneakers has been ramping up so much. Like, we saw obviously Nike getting hit by a bunch of like organized crime to all of their like warehouses and their cargo ships carrying their products. Then there was like a huge chain of like sneaker resale stores getting robbed. Like, you saw cars driving through the front windows and then just grabbing stuff, reversing and just pulling off. And now they're literally just stealing it off of kids' feet as they're like just trying to go to school. Now, if you live in DC, I'd probably take this advice. Like, if this is happening a lot, then that is pretty crazy. I would definitely be careful. But that wraps it up for this week's Sneaky Sunday, guys. We do this every single Sunday and every single Wednesday. So if you want to make sure that you stay in the loop with all of the latest news and updates and valuable knowledge like what's going on in DC right now, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out another video, click that one right over there.